Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram, 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 Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes, Lavanya Rao, some question are there. I could not answer now. There's a question. Please join us for Krishna book reading. We are there for you 18 days. Don't worry. We'll answer all the questions. Alka's iPhone, you wanted to ask some questions. Okay. Sholin, it is working. Just check. Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Ready. Yes.
Okay. Chapter 8, Vision of the Universal Form. After this incident, Vasudeva
Just wait, Mataji.
asked,
Our prayers we didn't offer. Om Namo
yes,
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya,
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo
Om Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya,
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo
Namo Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुर्मिलितं तस्मै
Shri
श्रीगुरुवे
Gurave Namah.
Namah.
नमो विष्णुपादाय
Hare Krishna
कृष्णाय
Pristhaya Bhutale
श्रीमते
Srimati Bhakti
भक्तिवेदान्त
Vedanta Swami Nitnamine
नमस्ते
Namaste
सारस्वते
Saraswati
देवे
Deve Gauravani Pracharine
निर्विशेष
Nirvishesh Shunmadi Pasha Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Prabhu
Ananda Shri
Nityananda,
Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Shadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
चलो start माताजी reading. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji. Chapter 8, Vision of the Universal Form. After this incident, Vasudev asked his family priest Garg Muni to visit the place of Nand Maharaj in order to astrologically calculate the future life of Krishna. Garg Muni was a great saintly sage who underwent many austerities and penances and was appointed priest of the Yadu dynasty. When Garg Muni arrived at the home of Nanda Maharaj, Nanda Maharaj was very pleased to see him and immediately stood up with folded hands and offered his respectful obeisances. He received Gargumuni with the feeling of one who is worshipping God or the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He offered him a nice sitting place, and when he sat down, Nanda Maharaj offered him a warm reception. Addressing him very politely, he said, "My dear Brahmana, your appearance is a householder's place, is only to enlighten. We are always engaged in household duties and are forgetting our real duty of self realization. Your coming to our house is to give us some enlightenment about spiritual life. You have no other purpose to visit householders. Actually, a saintly person or a Brahmana has no business visiting householders who are always busy in the matters of dollars and cents. If it is asked, why don't the householders go to a saintly person or a Brahmana for enlightenment, the answer is that householders are very poor hearted. Generally, householders think that their engagement in family affairs is their prime duty, and there's that self realization or enlightenment is spiritual knowledge is secondary. Out of compassion, only saintly person and Brahmanas go to householders' home. Nanda Maharaj addressed Gargamuni as one of the great authorities in astrological science. The foretellings of astrological signs, such as the occurrence of solar or lunar eclipses, are wonderful calculations, and by this particular science, a person can understand the future very clearly. Gargamuni was proficient in this knowledge. By this knowledge, one can understand what his previous activities were.
Okay, you can see some nice. This is Sri Krishna being replaced by Vasudeva. Krishna playing the Trinavata with us yesterday. This is the what is today's vision of the universal form. This is Krishna stealing the butter with his brother Balaram. Yeah.
All day they simply
No,
make
that is not the and by the result.
and by the result of such activities, one may enjoy or suffer in this life. Nanda Maharaj also addressed Gargamuni as the best of the Brahmanas. A Brahmana is one who is expert in the knowledge of the Supreme. Without knowledge of the Supreme Absolute, one cannot be recognized as a Brahmana. The exact word used in this connection is Brahmavidam, which means those who know the Supreme very well. An expert Brahmana is able to give reformatory facilities to the subcaste, namely the Kshatriyas and the Vaishyas. The Shudras observe no reformatory performances. The Brahmana is considered to be the spiritual master or priest for the Kshatriyas and Vaishya. Nanda Maharaj happened to be a Vaishya and he accepted Gargamuni as
The
a first
Mataji pronounces Vaishya. Vaishya.
Vaishya. Okay. Nanda Maharaj happened to be a Vaishya and he accepted Gargamuni as a first class Brahmana. He therefore offered his two foster sons, namely Krishna and Balaram, to him to purify. He agreed that not only these boys but all human beings just after birth should accept a qualified Brahmana as spiritual master.
Continue.
Upon this request, Gargamuni replied, Vasudev has sent me to see to the reformatory performances of these boys, especially Krishna's. I am their family priest, and incidentally, it appears to me that Krishna is the son of Devaki. By this astrological calculation, Gargamuni could understand that Krishna was the son of Devaki, but that he was being kept under the care of Nanda Maharaj, which Nand did not know. Indirectly, he said that Krishna as well as Balarama were both sons of Vasudev. Balarama was known as the son of Vasudev because his mother Rohini was present there, but Nanda Maharaj did not know about Krishna. Gargamuni indirectly closed the fact that Krishna was the son of Devaki. Gargamuni also warned Nanda Maharaj that if he would perform the reformatory ceremony, then Kamsa, who was naturally very sinful, would understand that Krishna was the son of Devaki and Vasudev. According to astrological calculation, Devaki could not have a female child, although everyone thought that the eighth child of Devaki was female. In this way, Garga Muni intimated to Nanda Maharaj that the female child was born of Yashoda and that Krishna was born of Devaki, and they were exchanged. The female child or Durga also informed Kamsa that the child who would kill him was already born somewhere else. Gargamuni stated, "If I give your child a name, and if he fulfills the prophecy of the female child to Kamsa, then it may be that the sinful demon will come and kill this child also after the name giving ceremony. But I do not want to become responsible for all these future calamities." On hearing this, the words of Gargamuni, Nanda Maharaj said, "If there is such danger, then it is better not to plan any gorgeous name giving ceremony. It would be better for you to simply chant the Vedic hymns and perform the purificatory process. We belong to the twice born caste, and I am taking this opportunity of your presence. So please perform the name giving ceremony without external pomp." Nand, Nanda Maharaj wanted to keep the name giving ceremony a secret and yet take advantage of Gargamuni's performing the ceremony. When Gargamuni was so eagerly requested by Nanda Maharaj, he performed the name giving ceremony as secretly as possible in the cowshed of Nanda Maharaj. He informed Nanda Maharaj that Balarama, the son of Rohini, would be very pleased to his family members and relatives and therefore would be called Rama. In the future, he would be extraordinarily strong and therefore would be called Balaram. Gargamuni said further, "Because your family and the family of the Yadus are so intimately connected and attracted, therefore his name will also be Shankarshna." This means that Gargamuni awarded three names to the son of Rohini, namely Balarama, Shankarsna, and Baladeva. But he carefully did not disclose the fact that Balarama also appeared in the womb of Devaki.
Mataji, you have been muted. The
Mute is
proper
okay. Why the sound is coming and going? Continue.
because
Prabhuji, I offed it.
sound.
Why was the sound coming?
Prabhuji, in the meeting setting, there is one more option, chime something like that.
Who opened it?
Prabhuji, someone
Prabhuji,
is trying
even
to unmute us.
yes,
Ah,
Prabhuji.
It's been happening since
Yes, Prabhuji.
yesterday. Somebody is trying to unmute us, giving us option to
Someone
unmute.
put option like ask all to unmute them.
Yeah, somebody has been
Yes,
doing that since.
Prabhuji. The host would like to
chalo, no problem. We will understand slowly. Okay. ठीक है माता जी. Continue.
Because your family and the family of the Yadus are so intimately connected and attracted, therefore his name will also be Shankarshna. This means that Gargamuni awarded three names to the son of Rohini, namely Balaram, Shankarshna, and Baladev. But he carefully did not disclose the fact that Balarama also appeared in the womb of Devaki and was subsequently transferred to the womb of Rohini. Krishna and Balaram are real brothers, being originally sons of Devaki. Gargamuni then informed Nanda Maharaj, "As far as the other boy is concerned, this child has taken different bodily complexions in different yugas. First of all, he assumed the color white, then he assumed the color red, then the color yellow, and now he has assumed the color black. Besides that, he was formerly the son of Vasudev. Therefore, his name would be Vasudev as well as Krishna." Some people will call him Krishna and some people will call him Vasudeva. But one thing you must know, this son has had many, many other names and activities due to his different pastimes. Gargamuni gave Nanda Maharaj a further hint that his son will also be called Giridhari because of his uncommon pastimes of lifting Govardhan hill. Since he could understand everything past and future, he said, I know everything about his activities and name, but others do not know. This child will be very pleasing to all the cowherd men and cows. Being very popular in Vrindavan, he will be the cause of all good fortune for you. Because of his presence, you will overcome all kinds of material calamities despite opposing elements. Gargamuni continued to say, my dear king of Raja, in his previous birth, this child many times protected righteous persons from the hands of thugs and thieves whenever there was political disruption. Your child is so powerful that anyone who will become a devotee of your boy will never be troubled by enemies, just as demigods are always protected by Lord Vishnu. So the devotees of your child will always be protected by Narayana, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This child will grow in power, beauty, opulence in everything on the level of Narayana, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, I would advise that you protect him very carefully so that he may grow without disturbance. Kargamuni further informed Nanda Maharaj that because he was a great devotee of Narayana, Lord Narayana gave a son who is equal to him. At the same time, he indicated, your son will be disturbed by so many demons, so be careful and protect him. In this way, Gargamuni convinced Nanda Maharaj that Narayana himself had become his son. In various ways, he described the transcendental qualities of his son. After giving this information, Gargamuni returned to his home. Nanda Maharaj began to think of himself as the most fortunate person and he was very satisfied to the benedicted in this way. A short time after this incident, both Balram and Krishna began to crawl on their hands and knees. When they were crawling like that, they pleased their mothers. The bells tied to their waist and ankles sounded fascinating, and they would move around very pleasingly. Sometimes, just like ordinary children, they would be frightened by others and would immediately hurry to their mothers for protection. Sometimes they would fall into the clay and mud of Vrindavan and would approach their mothers smeared with clay and saffron. They were actually smeared with saffron and sandalwood pulp by their mothers, but due to crawling over muddy clay, they would simultaneously smear their bodies with clay. As soon as they would come crawling to their mother, Yashoda and Rohini would take them on their laps and covering the lower portion of their saris, allow them to suck their breast. When the babies were sucking their breast, the mother would see small teeth coming in. Thus, their joy would be intensified to see their children grow. Sometimes the naughty babies would crawl up to the cowshed, catch the tail of a calf, and stand up. The calves, being disturbed, would immediately begin running here and there, and the children would be dragged over clay and cow dung. To see this fun, Yashoda and Rohini would call all their neighboring friends, the gopis. Upon seeing this childhood pastimes of Lord Krishna, the gopis would be immersed in transcendental bliss. In their enjoyment, they would laugh very loudly. Both Krishna and Balarama were so restless that their mothers, Yashoda and Rohini, would try to protect them from cows, bulls, monkeys, water, fire, and birds while they were executing their household duties. Always being anxious to protect the children and to execute their duties, they were not very tranquil. In a very short time, both Krishna and Balrama began to stand up and slightly move on their legs. When Krishna and Balrama began to walk, other friends of the same age joined them, and together they began to give the highest transcendental pleasure to the gopis, especially to Mother Yashoda and Rohini. All the gopi friends of Yashoda and Rohini enjoyed the naughty childish activities of Krishna and Balrama in Vrindavan. In order to enjoy further transcendental bliss, they all assembled and went to Mother Yashoda to lodge complaints against the restless boys. When Krishna was sitting before Mother Yashoda, all the elderly gopis began to lodge complaints against him so that Krishna could hear. They said, "Dear Yashoda, why don't you restrict your naughty Krishna? He comes to our houses along with Balrama every morning and evening, and before the milking of the cows, they let loose the calves, and the calves drink all the milk of the cows. So when we go to the milk the cows, we find no milk, and we have to return with empty pots. If we warn Krishna and Balrama about doing this, they simply smile charmingly. We cannot do anything. Also, your Krishna and Balrama find great pleasure in stealing our stock of yogurt and butter from wherever we keep it. When Krishna and Balrama were caught stealing the yogurt and butter, they say, "Why do you charge us with stealing? Do you think that butter and yogurt are in scarcity in our house?" Sometimes they steal butter, yogurt, and milk and distribute them to the monkeys. When the monkeys are well fed and do not take any more than your boys, Chede, this milk and butter and yogurt are useless. Even the monkeys won't take it, and they break the pots and throw them hither and thither. If we keep our stock of yogurt, butter, and milk in a solitary dark place, your Krishna and Balrama find it in the darkness by the glaring effulgence of the ornaments and jewels on their bodies. If by chance they cannot find the hidden butter and yogurt, they go to our little babies and pinch their bodies so that they cry, and then they go away. If we keep our stock of butter and yogurt high on the ceiling, hanging on a swing, although it is beyond their reach, they arrange to reach it by piling all kinds of wooden crates over the grinding machine. And if they cannot reach, they make a hole in the pot. We think, therefore, that you better take all the jeweled ornaments from the bodies of your children. On hearing this, Yashoda would say, "All right, I will take all the jewels from Krishna so that he cannot see the butter hidden in the darkness." Then the gopis would say, "No, no, don't do this. What good will you do by taking away the jewels? We do not know what kind of boys these are, but even without ornaments, they spread some kind of effulgence so that even in darkness they can see everything." Then Mother Yashoda would inform them, "All right, keep your butter and yogurt carefully so that they may not reach it." In reply to this, the gopi said, "Yes, actually we do so. But because we are sometimes engaged in our household duties, these naughty boys enter our house somehow or other and spoil everything. sometimes being unable to steal our butter and yogurt. Out of anger, they pass urine on the clean floor and sometimes spit on it. Just see a boy now. He is hearing this complaint. All day they simply make arrangements to steal our butter and yogurt. And now they are sitting just like very silent good boys. Just see his face. When Mother Yashoda thought to chastise her boy after hearing all the complaints, she saw his pitiable face and, smiling, she did not chastise him. Another day, when Krishna and Balrama were playing with their friend, all the boys joined Balrama and told Mother Yashoda that Krishna had eaten clay. On hearing this, Mother Yashoda caught hold of Krishna's hand and said, "My dear Krishna, why have you eaten earth in a solitary place? Just see, all your friends, including Balrama, are complaining about you." Being afraid of his mother, Krishna replied, "My dear mother, all these boys, including my elder brother Balrama, are speaking lies against me. I have never eaten clay. My elder brother Balrama, while playing with me today, became angry, and therefore he has joined with the other boys to complain against me. They have all combined together to complain, so you will be angry and chastise me. If you think they are truthful, then you can look into my mouth to see whether I have taken clay or not." His mother replied, "All right. If you have actually not taken any clay, then just open your mouth. I shall see." When the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna was so ordered by his mother, he immediately opened his mouth, just like an ordinary boy. Then Mother Yashoda saw within that mouth the complete opulence of creation. She saw the entire outer space in all directions: mountains, islands, oceans, seas, planets, air, fire, moon, and stars. Along with the moon and the stars, she also saw the entire elements: water, sky, the extensive ethereal existence, along with the total ego and the products of the senses and the controller of the senses, all the demigods, the objects of the senses like sound, smell, etc., and the three qualities of material nature. She also could perceive that within his mouth were all living entities: eternal time, material nature, spiritual nature, activity, consciousness, and different forms of the whole creation. Yashoda could find within the mouth of her child everything necessary for cosmic manifestation. She also saw within his mouth herself taking Krishna on her lap and having him sucking her breast. Upon being seeing all this, she became struck with awe and began to wonder whether she were dreaming or actually seeing something extraordinary. She concluded that she was either dreaming or seeing the play of the illusory energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. She thought that she had become mad, mentally deranged, to see all those wonderful things. Then she thought, it may be cosmic mystic power attained by my child, and therefore I am perplexed by such visions within his mouth. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, under whose energy bodily self and bodily possessions are conceived. She then said, "Let me offer my respectful obeisance unto him under whose illusory energy I am thinking that Nanda Maharaj is my husband and Krishna is my son, that all the properties of Nanda Maharaj belongs to me, and that all the cowherd men and the women are my subjects. All this misconception is due to the illusory energy of the Supreme Lord." So let me pray to him that he may protect me always. While Mother Yashoda was thinking in this high philosophical way, Lord Krishna again expanded his internal energy just to bewilder her with material affection. Immediately, Mother Yashoda forgot
Maternal affection.
Ah,
maternal,
Maternal
wait a
affection.
minute.
maternal
Wait a minute.
affection. Okay.
Hi, room is open or locked? Just check.
Prabhuji is open.
And why somebody said it's locked? Okay, continue, Mataji.
While Mother Yashoda was thinking in this high philosophical way, Lord Krishna again expanded his internal energy just to bewilder her mother with maternal affection. Immediately, Mother Yashoda forgot all philosophical speculation and accepted Krishna as her own child. She took him on her lap and became overwhelmed with maternal affection. She thus began to think Krishna is not understandable to the masses through the gross process of knowledge, but he can be received through the Upanishads and the Vedanta or mystic yoga system and Sankhya philosophy. Then she began to think of the Supreme Personality of Godhead as her own begotten child. Certainly, Mother Yashoda had executed many pious activities, as a result of which she got the absolute truth, Supreme Personality of Godhead, as her son, who sucked milk from her breast. Similarly, Nanda Maharaj also must have performed many great sacrifices and pious activities for Lord Krishna to become his son and address him as father. But it is surprising that Vasudev and Devaki did not enjoy the transcendental bliss of Krishna's childhood pastimes, although Krishna was their real son. The childhood pastimes of Krishna was glorified even today by many sages and saintly persons. But Vasudeva and Devaki could not enjoy such childhood pastimes personally. The reason for this was explained by Sukadeva Goswami to Maharaj Parikshit as follows. When the best of the Vasus of the name Drona, along with his wife Dhara, were ordered to increase progeny by Lord Brahma, they said unto him, Dear father, we are seeking your benediction. Drona and Dhara then took benediction from Brahma that in the future, when they would take birth again within the universe, the Supreme Lord Krishna, in his most attractive feature of childhood, would absorb their whole attention. Their dealings with Krishna would be so powerful that simply by hearing of Krishna's childhood activities with them, anyone could very easily cross over the signs of birth and death. Lord Brahma agreed to give them the benediction, and as a result, the same Drona appeared as Nanda Maharaj in Vrindavan, and the same Dhara appeared as Mother Yashoda, the wife of Nanda Maharaj. In this way, Nanda Maharaj and his wife, Mother Yashoda, developed their unalloyed devotion for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, having gotten him as their son. And all the gopis and cowherd men who were associated of Krishna naturally developed their own different feeling of love for Krishna. Therefore, just to fulfill the benediction of Lord Brahma, Lord Krishna appeared along with his plenary expansion Balram and performed all kinds of childhood pastimes in order to increase the transcendental pleasure of all residents of Vrindavan. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport of the 8th chapter of Krishna, Vision of the Universal Form.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Thanks, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes, any questions? Today's Leela. So nice to read Krishna Leela.
Prabhuji, I allow participants to unmute. No, they can unmute.
Prabhuji, it was a nice story.
Okay, how did the knowledge given by Krishna in the Dwapara Yuga come in? Okay, that I think was the previous chapter. How much time in this class? How many days this class? Like this goes in a cycle. 90 chapters, 90 days, 3 months. Then we again read. Then we again read. Then we read. Okay, Alka's iPhone. She wants to ask a question. I don't know whether she's there or unmute. Yeah, you can. I think all are remaining are Krishna Bhaktas, enjoying hearing Krishna. Anybody? See, Ragini has raised hand.
They can unmute themselves, Prabhuji.
No, it's not in that situation. Yeah. Yes, Ragini Mataji.
Namaste, Prabhuji. Namaste, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Mataji.
He says that Krishna is born in the according to the astrology. He will become a deva,
He will become
a god.
No, not become God. God is always God. How
Okay.
can somebody become God? God is always God. Right from birth, he appeared as Shankar, Chakra.
According to astrology, every person will be born like, and he will become something in the future. Is it right?
No, there will be some major events are listed. Not that everything can be told. Astrology has its own limitation. Something it can tell. Just like Krishna has come, it is able to detect because the marks on the hand of the lotus feet of the Lord, that God has certain marks. By that you can know, by the situation God has come. But generally God comes, it is there in the scriptures also. It's not that whimsically we can select somebody as God. Anna? It is the scripture, Trikalagna. God knows when the situation will be for him to come. So we can detect. Yeah.
And we cannot change the future of the persons.
Major events. Major
events cannot be changed.
Spiritually, everything can be changed.
So if one astrology...
See, spiritually, there is no limitation. Materially, there may be some limitation. His life is this much. His health will be like this. He has come with some past karmas. So there is some major trend can be told. But our focus is, at least we have no interest in materialism. Our interest is spiritualism. For there is no limitation. Okay, so suppose you want to become a billionaire, your karma may not allow that. But becoming a pure devotee, they are not bound by karma at all. Do you understand?
Okay. If my karma yoga says that, according to astrology, my karma yoga says that I will become a good teacher or a good scientist like that. And my karma does not...
No, your karma allows you to become a, say, great scientist. Correct? Hana?
Yeah.
But these are all material things. No? What is so interesting about that? Why you are interested in all?
Okay.
You will die one day. It's temporary, no? Isn't it?
Yeah.
So our focus is spiritual.
So what is the question is that if we cannot change any of the karma yoga of the persons.
No. Only trend is there. You can change. Only trend is there.
Yes. So if my son is not studying properly, then how can I change that? According to his astrology, I heard that he will become a good IPS officer. But now I am seeing that he is not studying well.
No. See, that's what I'm telling. It cannot be exact that he'll become an IPS officer. A trend. He has coming with a punya for some big power. Like that may be there. But you cannot say he will study, not study, not. See what happened. Therefore, there is a balance between freedom and destiny. That we have to understand. Okay, there is a balance. As far as spiritualists are concerned, they don't see the horoscope because it is material. We are not interested.
Yeah.
Okay, horoscope is for sense gratifiers because they want to see whether I will have a comfortable position to enjoy my senses. Anna, a devotee is not interested. He wants a situation, any situation will serve the Lord. So he'll not be so interested. But generally people do see.
लेकिन दिस चैप्टर तो एस्ट्रोलॉजी से बिगिन हो गए ना, इसीलिए मैं पूछ रही हूँ ऐसे.
But not material. That is Mataji. He has come to see the Lord and he detected the Lord has come.
Okay.
And after that, what did he say?
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
He will lift a mountain. Yeah. Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Story, that was linked.
Yes, Mataji. No, Mataji, your mic has a problem. Shyamala Mataji, correct?
Signals must be weak.
Yeah. So Bala is saying, in order to improve our own spiritual knowledge, should there have been the previous karma? How can we expose to how one would be exposed to this? Previous karma, spiritual knowledge is independent of material karma, but if there is a spiritual activities in the previous life and you have developed some taste, then immediately this life you will continue with that pleasure of serving. See, the pleasure of serving the Lord is the sweetest pleasure, and it can be awakened independent of our physical gross karma. It has to do with spiritual karma. Suppose in previous life you were engaged in devotional activity and some reason you could not complete it. In this life, the Lord remembers that and gives you a situation and where you can revive your spiritual taste, which is already within your heart.
Guruji, they say birthing itself, staying in the womb, is some karma you have done. Yeah. Taking a birth, rebirth in this.
Yeah.
But Krishna could have come in any other way. Why did he have to take birth here? The process
He wants to enjoy with Mother Yashoda.
Yes.
And Prabhuji has to fulfill the benediction of Brahma.
Yes.
What was
They had requested Dhara and what are the name of the two personalities who got
Drona and Dhara.
Drona
and Dhara. Drona, please don't confuse with Dronacharya.
Okay, I understood. So Drona and Dhara, they pray to Brahma that give us a benediction that we can enjoy the childhood pastime of Krishna. Now Krishna, when he comes to this world, he could have come like he came for Devaki Vasudeva, standing in front like Shankha Chakra Gada Padma. Then what happens to them? They will not be able to relate to him as a child who is dependent on them. Correct? How that's how Krishna behaved. Totally, Nanda Maharaj is scolding him. You should not do this. He exactly offered himself under their protection. And Krishna takes great pleasure in coming under the protection of his devotees. So that is what is coming. Somewhat he follows the normal routine of this world. Just like Krishna appeared in front of Vasudeva, how he came in the heart of Vasudeva, then came in the heart of Devaki, not like a nominal seminal injection. And then from the heart of Devaki, chose for some time to stay in the womb, then came out as Shankha Chakra Gada Padma. So it is not a normal birth at all. To some extent, to external world look like normal. So Krishna to some extent hides himself from people who are not having devotional service. But those who are in devotional service, Krishna fully reveals himself.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Narasimhan. When your karma is treated in the heaven or hell, why you are reborn again result of karma? Major thing is washed out. Major डंडे निकल जाते हैं hell में. थोड़ा छोटा बचता है change, you know, change जो बचता है वो इधर. Main तो is hell now. It's very terrible. The suffering in hell can't even imagine. ये तो थोड़ा change है. You know होता है 1 करोड़ 15 रुपए 15 रुपए छोटा मोटा है. You read the description of hell in the Bhagavatam in the 5th canto, then you will understand why I'm saying this. 5th canto, last chapter, Bhagavatam, that is the description of hell. Yes?
Prabhuji, I have a question, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said that if you pray to the demigods, you'll get some materialistic things, and all those will be materialistic. But in this case, they got a benediction from Brahma, which is that they will be born, that they will enjoy the pastimes of Krishna. But then this is spiritual, no, Prabhuji?
What is that? No, you can ask anything. It's not that you can ask only material benefit. Gopis went to goddess Katyayani, he said, give me Krishna, give me Krishna, give me Krishna. So Devatas have two roles. Generally, people go to, just like Lord Shiva has a sampradaya called Rudra Sampradaya, where he's teaching spiritual life. In Bhagavatam, 4th canto, Lord Shiva offers prayers to the Lord called Rudra Gita, some around 30-35 slokas, glorifying the Lord Vishnu. Okay, na? So at that time, he's in the mode of an acharya, so you can take the benefit. But generally, people don't go to Brahma and Shiva for that. They go, give me dhanam dehi, putram dehi, 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 dehi. Then they act like a devata. But they have another nature as an acharya, and they can act like that.
Like how Hiranyakashipu got the
Okay, Narsimhan. Are all of the people who are born in this world sinners, since none of us have been able to reach moksha? It's not, let us not use the word sinner. We are all supplicators. We failed the exam last life. Therefore, we are here again. That is true. We don't have the opportunity presently to see the Lord face to face because we are not ready. Love of Krishna is there. He's maintaining us with love. But we are not in a position to enter into his Leela now. Just like when Krishna came, we see everybody disturb Krishna Leela. The Danavas, they attack, even Devatas did something, gymnastic. Indra put rain, Brahma stole the coward boys. So even Devatas could not handle the pure Leela of the Lord. So we are not ready to enter the Lord's Leela, including Devatas in the universe. Therefore, we have to do tapasya, purify also, then we can go. And what is the purification? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
And Prabhuji, Krishna knows that he like I cannot. Krishna does not give bhakti easily because he knows that once you take shelter of Krishna, you become the property of him.
Yes. Krishna becomes the property. Krishna becomes the property of the devotee. Devotee captures.
Like how he said to Rishi Durvasa during.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Heth was asking was demigods, if you ask for, it will be all materialistic. Then Brahma is also a demigod. And
yeah, he's a demigod, but you can ask something spiritual also. They are also very spiritually advanced. Brahma is so, but generally people they deal with the way you deal with them. Most of the people don't go to devatas for that. We go to devata temple, we don't ignore. We go, we take their blessing, we chant the shloka, no? Vancha kalpata rubascha kripa sindhu evacha. Yes. Dash Pradhan, what is the prayer we say? Vancha?
Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
What is the meaning?
They are offering all the obeisances to the six Goswamis of Vrindavana and all the spiritual masters and the Rupanugas and the Vaishnavas.
What is the prayer? Patitanam pavanebhyo. What is the meaning? Patitanam. Yes, Mana.
I offer my respectful obeisances unto him, unto the all Vaishnavas who are like desired praise, and who actually who actually deliver us, who are the Patita Pavana.
Yes, Patita Pavana. Yes, Narsimhan, one more question. What happens to people who follow other religions? It's always good to follow something. Follow at least something. Somebody asked you the Prabhupada, what about Buddhism? Prabhupada, please follow. Don't just simply compare. What about this? What about? You have to follow. Just like you are in a city, you have to learn engineering. You have to take admission in one of the college. You cannot just sit outside this college or that college. How long? Spend some time, then you have to take admission in one of the college. Otherwise, you will remain uneducated. But then at the same time, you have to compare. No? Then when you compare, you have to compare the placement, you have to compare the registration, you have to compare the result the college has produced. That way you can compare. Use your intelligence what to follow. Buy Krishna book and Nectar of Devotion book. Yes, Shruti Mataji. Yes, I will do that. This weekend was very bad. This course started, books also landed up, but course is starting, so there is huge amount of work when course start. On top of it, Bhakti Vrikshas are going on. Weekend it should be. I've never opened a course on a Friday. Abba, I'm overloaded, and then with the course Bhakti Vrikshas, I don't get breathe time also. 7, 8 classes every day become very difficult. It's always open on a Monday. So when Bhakti Vrikshas are not there. This time it happened because I wanted this to Adhika Masa benefits, so some more days. Yes, Shruti Mataji, you just wait a minute. Are you in one of the Bhakti Vrikshas? We will send you the link. I got the book. The books I have: Krishna book, Nectar Devotion book. Then there were 2, 3 more small books you need to complete till Prabhupada Ashaya. That was small books. I just see all the books stock and.
Prabhuji, Science of Self-Realization Beyond Birth and Death.
Yes,
Prabhuji, there is one also. Prabhuji, there is one.
The science of self-realization.
Prabhuji, there is also one. It's called.
Perfect question.
Beyond birth and death.
No, Prabhuji, it's
Perfect
about
question.
the
Correct
whole,
answers.
who is God, who is this self-discovery.
Science of Self-Realization.
Science of self-discovery.
No, journey of self. Journey of
Yeah,
self.
journey of self-discovery. Yeah.
Self-realization.
Krishna book, the list of Srila Prabhupada books is written here.
ठीक है, Hare Krishna. Chalo, enough of this now. Questions are also over. Dash, do one kirtan, we close. What kirtan you want to do? Huh?
Prabhuji, I can sing Borosukher Khabur Gai. I can sing Vraji Prasidham. I can also sing Kevalashtakam.
Manat, which song you want to hear?
Prabhuji,
Prabhuji, whatever you say.
Vraje Prasidam. Vraje Prasidam.
Okay, let us sing. Let us hear Chaurashtika.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Radhika Mataji. Hare Krishna. Chalo, let these people sing. Wait a minute. Let me locate the song. Chaurashtikam is from Bilva Mangala Thakur. Who will read the meaning of that?
Prabhuji, my mom can read.
Chalo, let me put that first, the meaning.
Don't you want to read? Prabhuji, I also can read.
Okay. First read the meaning.
Okay.
Prabhuji, I found it.
Don't worry.
Here, KK songs.
Vraje Prasidam.
Yes, Mataji, read. Okay, read something. Read the dash. Yeah.
I offer my respectful obeisances to that foremost of thieves, who is famous in Vraja as the butter thief, and he who steals the gopis' clothes, and who, for those who take shelter of him, steals the sins which have accrued over many lifetimes. I offer my respectful obeisances to the foremost of thieves, who steals Srimati Radhika's heart, who steals the dark lustre of a fresh rain cloud, and who steals all the sins and sufferings of those who take shelter of his feet. He turns his surrendered devotees into paupers and wandering homeless beggar. Alas, such a fearsome thief has never been seen or heard of in all the 3 worlds. Mere utterance of his name purges one of a mountain of sins. Such as astonishingly wonderful thief I've never seen or heard of anywhere. O thief, having stolen my wealth, my honor, my senses, my life, and my everything, where can you run to? I have caught you with the rope of my devotion. You cut the terrible nose of Yamaraja. You sever the dreadful noose of material existence, and you slash everyone's material bondage. But you are unable to cut the knot fastened by your own loving devotees. O stealer of my everything, O thief, today I have impressed you in the miserable prison, imprisoned you in the miserable prison house of my heart, which is very fearful due to the terrible darkness of my ignorance, and therefore for a very long time you will remain receiving appropriate punishment.
In spite of having lots of antiviruses
O Krishna, thief of my everything,
exactly.
the noose of my devotion remaining forever tight, you will continue to reside in the prison house of my heart, because I will not release you for millions of aeons.
Okay, chalo. Okay, everybody heard beautiful prayer. Now, thus you can sing, and hate see everybody else is muted. Okay, so there is no disturbance. Yeah, start.
व्रजे प्रसिद्धं नवनीतचोरं गोपाङ्गनानां च दुकूलचोरम् व्रजे प्रसिद्धं नवनीतचोरं गोपाङ्गनानां च दुकूलचोरम् अनेकजन्मार्जित पापचोरं चोराग्रगण्यं पुरुषं
जन्मार्जिता पापचोरम्
अग्रगण्यं पुरुषं नमामि श्रीराधिकाया हृदयस्य चोरं नवाम्बुदश्यामलकान्तिचोरम् श्रीराधिकाया हृदयस्य चोरं नवाम्बुदश्यामलकान्तिचोरम् पदाचितानां च समस्तचोरम् चोराग्रगण्यं पुरुषं नमामि पदाचितानां च समस्तचोरम् चोराग्रगण्यं पुरुषं नमामि अकिञ्चनीकृत्य पदाश्रितं च करोति अकिञ्चनीकृत्य पदाश्रितं च करोति भिक्षं पतिजेन येन प्रभो भीषणचौर दृष्टश्रुतो वा न जागर्षयेऽपि येन प्रभो भीषणचौरयेद्रे दृष्टश्रुतो वा न जागर्षयेऽपि यदि अनामापि हरत्य शेषं गिरिप्रसारणपि पापराशिं यदि अनामापि हरत्य शेषं गिरिप्रसारणपि पापराशिम् आश्चर्यरूपो ननुचोर एते दृष्टच्युतो वा न मया कदापि आश्चर्यरूपो ननुचोर एते दृष्टच्युतो वा न मया कदापि धनमुच्यमानं कथयेन्द्रियाणि प्राणं सहित्वा मम सर्वमेव धनं समानं स्वततेन्द्रियाणि प्राणं सहित्वा मम सर्वमेव पलायते कुत्र चितोऽर्थचोर त्वमप्यधानासि मया निषेध पलायते कुत्र चितोऽर्थचोर त्वमप्यधानासि मया निरोध किमपि घोरं यमपाश पाशबन्धं छिन्नति भीमं भवपाशबन्धं छिन्नति घोरं यमपाशबन्धं छिन्नति भीमं भवपाशबन्धं छिन्नति सर्वस्य समस्तबन्धं नैवात्मनो भक्तकृतं बन्धं छिन्नति सर्वस्य समस्तबन्धं नैवात्मनो भक्तकृतं बन्धं मन्नानचेतानसराशि भोरे शरद्भे दुःखमये निबध्य मन्नानचेतानसराशि भोरे शरद्भे दुःखमये निबध्य लभस्व हे चौरहरे चिराय प्रसिद्धं नवनीतचोरं गोपन्ननाथकुलचोरं प्रसिद्धं नवनीतचोरं गोपन्ननाथकुलचोरं अनेक जन्मार्जित पापचोरं सौरभ्रकन्यं पुरुषोत्तमामि अनेक जन्मार्जित पापचोरं अग्रजे वससदा हृदये मदीये मद्भक्तिपाशा दृढबन्धननिश्चलासा त्वां कृष्ण हे प्रणयकोटि तटान्तरेऽपि अन्मस्मचोरहृदया नैतिमुक्त्या Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय,
जय
महामंत्र की जय,
जय
ठाकुर की जय,
जय राष्ट्रपति की जय,
जय
प्रभुपाद की जय,
जय
चैतन्य महाप्रभु की
की
जय Hare
What
Krishna
is that?
Prabhuji. Hare
Ambika
Krishna.
Mataji, what does it say? Link of the second. Mataji, there is only one link of Teachable. Once you enter there, one by one, you do all the quizzes. Not that every quiz we give a link. No. We just tell you, you continue your quizzes there. There is only whatever login you made there, you can continue with that. Okay, Ambika Mataji? Yes.
Prabhuji, when we were preparing quiz, I was disconnected.
What happened, Shruti? Shulen?
When we preparing quiz, then I was disconnected.
You're not able to do your quizzes? Okay.
No, when we were preparing quiz, that time I was disconnected.
Okay, yes, yes. Oh, you're not able to open the second chapter. No, directly don't open the second chapter. Harish is there?
Yes, I've done that quiz. Yes, I've done
Harish Prabhu is there. He can explain
that
that.
quiz.
We
Yes.
just have to say complete and continue when you do the quizzes.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
I don't know.
Prabhuji, I've
Wait,
done
just
that.
wait. Just wait. Why it is like that? Which language is the Mataji talking about? English, Hindi? Let me check. So I'll go as an admin and check that anything to be added for me. Generally, things are fine. We give 5 attempts to the people. Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji, 5
There's a
attempts.
course. There's a course. Let us select. The Hindi is a new one. 388 people are doing Hindi. Very nice. Kannada, what we have to tell them? Kannada, nobody is doing again. Curriculum.
Kannada, no one is sharing that link.
Now this is, let me see curriculum. Okay.
You have to share that link.
Hindi. Now wait a minute. Category is spiritual, the thumbnail, the Bhagavad Gita, and force lecture order. That's really good. And force graded quiz completion. Okay, these two will help them. And how much score net minimum needed to, okay, let us keep it 60 like everything. Okay, maximum retake 1, 2, 3, 5 we will give. Okay, save. So, okay, thank you. Hindi, this thing, they failed, they were out till now. Okay, so I think now it's okay.
Prabhuji, I was telling that when we were doing quiz, preparing quiz, at that time I was disconnected.
Yeah, your connection was weak. Okay. That's okay.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji, thank you. We did some touch up there. Now we have 60% compulsory. We just in English. Kannada, though it's open, but the Kannada teachers, what are they doing? I have to write to them.
Kannada teacher. Kannada teacher is, I think, Shobha Mataji.
Yeah, I have to tell Shobha Mataji and Shiva Prasad too. Why they are not implemented. Yeah. Hare Krishna. So everybody, thank you very much
Hare Krishna,
for joining us. Vanchakalpatarubhacha kripa sindhaveva patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Now, thank you.
Question, sorry, I didn't see your closing.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Prabhuji, the question is related.
No, your voice is not coming. Mataji, Darsh voice was very clear. Yeah, now you take.
Yes, Prabhuji, the question is when
No, again the voice problem. Why it is like that?
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. My voice is clear?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji, your voice is clear.
Yes, can you come in now, Prabhuji? Is it better?
No, it's coming and going. I don't know.
Can I log in through another device?
Huh?
It's fine. It's fine, Prabhuji. We can ask tomorrow. I think I will
No,
log
no,
in.
now it is okay. Now it is okay. Yeah, tell me.
Okay. Okay. Sorry if it's not too late. Can I ask a question, Prabhu?
Yeah, Mataji, tell me.
Prabhuji, let's say somebody has not completed their chanting and we have to attend Mangalacharan. So, chanting is important, or is it like we have to attend the Mangalacharan? Rather, we should stop chanting and attend the Mangalacharan. No, first Mangalacharan. While doing the Mangalacharan, if somebody is doing Mangalacharan on your behalf, as in Mangalarti, in the evening, not Mangalarti, Sandhya Arti, when someone's doing Sandhya Arti, is Sandhya Arti attending is important or chanting is important, Prabhu?
Actually, there is a lot of time, but the problem is that we are not organized. A lot of time is there.
Yes, but on a particular day, if we have somebody who will like guest, or we had a lot of other services that one is such situations arise. So I'm asking a one-off situation, not on a daily basis, Prabhu.
Correct. One off is, see, always the first thing is chanting, the first thing. And we, as in a temple setup, we are used to different lifestyle. We tell the president, see, I will not be able to come for evening aarti. Like here, this thing was not working properly. I think next time I have to ask the program evening at 6, not 7. At 8, I cannot, my class is not complete. Last batch, I just came back down at 8, even though classes, questions are not answered and left and went away. But actually, it doesn't work out. Hana? This
Yes.
time, I'm not doing that. I'm finishing the class. And even now, people are there. I could not answer their questions. People have some limit of patience. They have questions. They're writing to me 3 times. They raise their hand. Nobody answers the question. Then they go away. Correct?
Yes, yes.
So it is, when the question comes, then and there we should answer them. Having some faith that we know the answer. They want to ask a question.
Yes, yes.
So some adjustments are needed, at least for us. And in temple setup, when somebody not coming for it, because temple devotees should be there in all temple programs, they don't come, they inform. So yesterday night, I didn't get sleep, I could not get up. But among all the activities, Prabhupada said, what is pleasing is most important is chanting. Correct?
Yes, Prabhuji. That's why I wanted to verify it from you, Prabhu. It would be
Yeah, chanting is most important, and we adjust. Sometimes somebody has not done his chanting in a temple setup. We say, yes, you can finish chanting, and he doesn't come for Aarti.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you very much,
But
Prabhuji.
actually, best is to finish japa early because
Yes.
that's the best thing. And we can become efficient in delegating work. Actually, there is, suppose we are working in a way, emergency is different, but otherwise it's always possible delegating. Today I'm thinking, if somebody can make my quizzes translate to Hindi, I'll just sit and do other work. Otherwise, it starts at this 10, and this quiz work will finish by 11, 11:30. And 11:30, then I will start posting into my groups, and I have this time 3 big groups: morning, afternoon, and evening. And it becomes 1:30, and then I next class is at Mangalarti is 4:30, and next class is at 6.
So you literally don't sleep, Prabhu.
No, it has become like that. This batch has been very difficult. And new language, I'm not able to actually plan. But luckily, my father is taking. He's a professor. He's taking Hindi. His Hindi presentations are well structured. Thought flow is always clear. Otherwise, it would have been double work to make Hindi presentation. But Hindi quizzes is a work.
So
Yes, Harish Prabhuji is there. No, he's not there. Harish, our people are not there.
So the whole family is involved in preparing quizzes.
No, father has not made in Hindi, and he's at very advanced age now, 75. I don't want to give him blood pressure. He is very rigorous. 4:30 means 4:30 Mangalarti. He'll sleep in time with the watch alarm and attend all. And 6 evening he will do Aarti. He comes to temple also to take a class. I've given him a computer to take his class. Evening he takes, attend Aarti and go. He doesn't go like me. Attend Tulsi Puja, attend 7 o'clock. From Aarti, he'll go for class. Not like me, he's sitting on the computer or doing something. He is very rigorous and routine wise. At home also, 6:30 means time is fixed. They will do Tulsi Puja during that time. Not that.
Yes, Prabhu, that's reflecting in
He
you.
was very religious, but then I was doing something which comes from ancestors. Now he has shifted the whole thing to Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Chalo. I heard you had all good discussion that time. Uh,
Yes.
children teaching. Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes you can visit her room, how she is doing. Aishwarya Mataji is there now? No, she is not here.
No, I don't know if she's here,
She
but
came actually for Krishna book reading. She was there.
yes, I had exams, Prabhu, so I'm just I'm in between attending only the meeting, but I would like to hear her maybe day after tomorrow, Prabhu. My exams will get over and then I'll hear her.
Yes. Okay. Hare Krishna, everybody.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
हरे
Krishna.
कृष्ण प्रभु जी
Hare Krishna.
चैतन्य महाप्रभु की जय श्रीला
Yeah.
प्रभुपाद की जय
Prabhu,
Prabhu,
Hey.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji,
Yeah.
I have one small question. You said that the girl in reincarnation, the near to death experience,
Hmm.
in that near to death experience, the girl which you showed, who was telling all the past lives, was her
Not
name?
past life. She was telling what happened in the operation time.
Yeah, she was telling what happened in the operation time, but I'm talking about that girl who was telling about her past lives.
Yeah.
Was her name Shukla?
It's some famous case. Okay, just locate that. It's there on the YouTube. The people who came to Gandhi's time, who were, see why it happened, I tell you more. That was the time which I didn't tell in the class. There was almost riots in India going on between Hindus and Muslims. So why the news service picked it up? So Hindus started feeling that our religion is proved correct because reincarnation has been, you understood? Because
Yes.
reincarnation has been proven now. So our religion is greater. That all drama started. You know that. Therefore, it became a these kind of things become national issues, and politicians also got involved. At that time, Gandhi said, "Let us have an impartial probe into this, whether it is true or not." So a big set of the team of doctors and respected people was made to investigate. They confirm it is true. Later, these people also came on YouTube to make a video and show on what basis they convinced that it was true. So not only she identified father and mother, she identified everybody, all the neighbors. That's what it is shocking. These videos are there on the YouTube. On History Channel. This is the one. No. But then if I come there, I have to stop this thing. What? Because there's a copyrighted video.